Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Where we left last time, we were just at the Defender's Heart talking to pretty much everyone. I don't know if I talked to Sela, but it's fine. We'll talk to her next time we come back to town. We want to get on to our adventure at some point in time, so we're going to go help with Woljif with his quest in this video, so we're going to bring him along with us. We also want to get our magic item, our magic weapon, which is super helpful in the beginning of the game especially, so let's head off to the thieflings hideout. We also found the fallen horse, which is an item place. We'll come back to that later. We're sort of on a time crunch. We don't want to waste too much time on random things at the moment.
Can we retreat already?
Oh,
Into the
literally
fray!
spawned on top of spiders, like literally 2 feet away, and that
This pain is
was not
excruciating.
ideal. That's a huge...
I'm wounded.
Oh my god, that hurt. We killed it. How much life did that thing have? How much experience did we get for that? 34 for killing that tremendous thing. Also, we took a just load of damage. Hopefully we have many potions. I might have used the wrong person on that one. We are not going to have a load of potions because we are rolling abysmally bad. There we go. We don't want to waste too many spells and stuff at the beginning, so that's good enough. Look at all those 2s and 3s, that was terrible. Anywho, let's go. And we of course still have Lan with us. Sela will be probably a regular fixture in our group. She needs level of Vivisectionist as well. I forgot to do that with her, but she got level 2 of Bard anyways, so it's pretty good. Let's go talk to the thieflings here. The basement is dark and dank, and you are immediately struck by the hostility of the gathered tieflings. 5 of them are kneeling along the wall, separate from the rest. The tall woman, who had been cleaning her fingernails with the tip of her knife, greets you with narrowed eyes. Brother Woljif, you got my message then? Sorry I couldn't swing by sooner, dear Sister Kyrieru. It was just one thing after another. First I was in shackles, next, well, no, I was still in shackles, and I was being watched, and then the chief got me out. I came here straight away, and you'd been waiting on me. Enough talking, or we'll be here all night. So we had a clear plan. We were going to wait for nightfall, slip into the shop, grab the goods, and leave. Even if the neighbors called the guard, there was time to get away. But what happened? That bitch Aerabeth showed up right away. She knew we'd be there, somebody betrayed us. And I have a good idea who it was. What do you have to say to that? Make it quick. Well, we're going to start with the burden of proof lies on the accuser. Woljif doesn't have to prove anything. Kyrieru turns to you. She speaks. I thought Woljif only brought you here so he'd have someone to hide behind if things went south. In a single fluid motion, Kyrieru adjusts her grip on the knife so that she's holding it by the blade as if preparing to throw it. Burden of proof. Are you a city guard or something? I don't know how it is with your lot, but in the family, the highest rank is always right, and here, that is me. Do you think Woljif knows the name of the traitor? Yes, he knows the name of the traitor. Every gang that Brother Woljif has been part of has very quickly come to an end. Their hideout location was passed to the guards, or their competitors found out, or they could ambush them. Woljif is the only one who always comes out smelling of roses. If you think about it, you'll come to the same conclusion as us. I'd have said that meant Woljif was cursed with finding friends among losers and screw-ups, but now that he's with us, that must mean the curse has been broken. That depends. He was indeed most fortunate to find himself in a party with me. On the other hand, he also ended up in a party with you. Canaverus is burning. Why are you squabbling here instead of fleeing the city? Kyrieru purses her lips. I'd be glad to leave, like the rest of my brothers and sisters, but in the family, there's nothing worse than betrayal, and it's something we do not forgive. We don't forgive anyone who lets traitors off the hook either. If I don't find the rat, my superiors, let's just say, I wish I was burning in Canaverus. I want to keep living, so I'm going to take a chance. Until I find out who the traitor is, nobody is leaving. Woljif, tell us your side of the story. What happened? What's there to tell? About a week ago, Sister Kyrieru got 6 of us together in this very basement. Me and those 5 over there, I mean. Woljif jerks his head towards the 5 thieflings kneeling by the wall. She rounds us up and says, we got a score. Ancestries and wonders. The one place no one's ever been able to hit. The place guarded by a golem. But now a powerful scroll that would knock out the golem just happened to come into our possession, along with a tip-off that the shop owner will be gone on a particular night. All 6 of us know a bit of magic, and we know that any enchanted junk would sell for a pretty penny, so we're in. And the most important thing was that none of us was to be hanging about the shop ahead of the job. No casing out the place, no calling out attention to ourselves from either the golem or its master. This job was top secret. All true so far, go on. We did everything right with locks and the golem. I picked the lock, I remember it clear as day. Sister Dalna was on lookout, Brother Malruin had the scroll, Doffy, Tabby, and Varner brought the sacks. We covered the windows, lit the torches. I remember scooping up rings and tossing them in a sack. and one right expensive one rolled away from me. I crawled under a table after it. The next thing I know, Aerabeth was there. Everyone scampered, but I was still under the table. Not my finest moment. I was going to wait it out, but those blockheads were dragging me out by my tail and put me in shackles. They took all the rings off of me, about 20,000 worth. And to add insult to injury, I never even found the last one. In the end, I got busted over nothing. So they caught you, poor thing, stripped you of your loot, and you didn't even manage to stash anything? Kyrieru is pointedly polishing her knife. Where's the Moon of the Abyss, brother Woljif? What is the Moon of the Abyss? It was an amulet. It used to sit on a little cushion in the window of Ancestries and Wonders. Sterling silver, sparkled like a star. A fine piece of work. On one side there was a half moon, you know, a crescent, a waning moon. And in the middle there was a dark crystal, like it was eclipsing the moon. Old man Philemon was so proud of that amulet. He used to say, I'll never sell it. It's the jewel of my collection. Woljif sighs unhappily. I used to go there to see what kinds of treasures there were in the world. There's nothing else to look at in Kenabres. People used to claim it was a powerful thing, but who's to say? If you ever stole a thing like that, you'd have the guards on you the second you tried to fence it. Everybody knew that you were always hanging around Ancestries and Wonders, drooling over the Moon of the Abyss. Did you think you could swipe it in all the commotion and keep it for yourself? Or did you hope you would be locked up and you get off scot-free with a fancy trinket to boot? Don't take me for a mug, Woljif. I see right through you. Why would Aerabeth arrest her own informant? Took the words right out of my mouth. Doesn't make any sense. If I was the rat, I would have kissed her on the hand and been long gone by now. You know me, sister. I'm a cautious fellow, not an idiot. Why would I go against the family? So the fish in the cellin can have a nice Woljif-sized dinner? The Moon of the Abyss is a pretty bauble to be sure, but it's just an amulet. Ain't worth dying over. You knew Aerabeth's people would protect you, and you knew you could pin the moon going missing on them. Now you've come here with backup. You knew exactly what I was going to say to you. Only problem is, nobody's returned the amulet to Philemon. Are you giving Aerabeth a cut? Is that it? Have you seen her? Do you think she'd take a cut of anything I offered her? She can't be bought. She's like 3 heralds of Iomedae all rolled into one. He speaks the truth. You'll find some knights who take bribes, I'm sorry to say, but Aerabeth Tirabade is not one of them. Go on, Woljif. That's the whole story. Woljif crosses his arms, looking affronted. Some family this turned out to be. Just a name in the end. In a real family, people take each other at their word. They don't throw around accusations. I didn't take the Moon of the Abyss. That's a lie. What am I going to do with it? You can't sell it to no crusaders. It's a special item. You can't wear it. It'll get nicked. It's pretty to look at, sure, but it ain't that pretty. If it's that important to your sister Kyrieru, I'll find it, and I'll drag the traitor here by his horns. Just so you don't end up at the bottom of the cellin. But, do you know what you're going to do? Or you're owing me for that? An apology, right here in front of everyone. You're going to apologize loud and clear so everyone hears it. You'll say, sorry Woljif, you're a good guy and I was wrong about you. Fine, you're one of my people, which is why I'm going to give you your time. But if you run, brother Woljif, the family will get you wherever you go. You'll spend the rest of your life looking over your shoulder, tossing and turning at night, fearing poison in every cup and every meal. You'll look into the eyes of every tiefling you meet, wondering if the family's come for you. You'll have no peace, but one day, you'll be tired of running. You'll stop to catch your breath, and that's when we'll get you. Got it? You have a way with words, Sister Kyrieru. A way that almost made me wet myself, but a way nonetheless. Let's go, Chief. We'll go have a chat with that scary gal Aerabeth. She knows you a little. We can ask her who ratted us out. I'll let you do the talking. Alright, we'll find the real traitor, and I'll get my apology. Onward, Aerabeth. Chief. On to Aerabeth, Chief. Let's go clear my good name. Root out the traitor and be quick about it. Time's running out, and I don't want to get chewed up by demons. I'm gonna pause for 1 second. My throat is a little bit raspy today. Alrighty, we are back. Hopefully that helped a little bit. I had some water, and did some throat clearing exercises from talking so much. Been a lot of talking the last few days, not from recording, just in general. That is quite a rainstorm.
Let's move.
Victoria needs rain like this. We are in a very drought-like situation here now. It's very dry for this time of year. Anywho, let's go talk to Aerabeth. Maybe we'll talk to Sela while we're here too. Aerabeth rubs her red and tired eyes. Any successes? How's the city? There's a traitor I'm trying to track down. Who's your informant among the thieflings? Aerabeth arches her brow in surprise. Kenabres is threatened by a demon horde and you have enough spare time to help out thieves? Aerabeth sighs. I don't like this, but I hope you know what you're doing. I'll tell you everything I know. I did not see the informant's face. He slipped out of a dark alley, handed me the note, and disappeared. Aerabeth hesitates as she tries to remember. He had a cloak with a hood masking his face, but the long horns didn't fit under it. There should be a guardian golem in Ancient Trees and Wonders, the shop they tried to rob. The owner gave us the construct's code word just in case. The golem itself was destroyed, but the head seems to be intact, so you can interrogate the thing and find out what it saw. The code word is Hand of Aurori. The shop's owner must have escaped, but there's a chance you'll be able to get lucky with the golem. Let's quickly jump over to Sela. Sela smiles at you warmly. Hey there, during that march to the dungeon, we never got the chance to exchange a proper greeting. It's high time I shake your hand. I'd like to know more about you. Of course, ask anything. I'll answer honestly. Actually, you know what? We'll do this later. This is a lot of talking, and the quest run's going to take most of the video. If we have time at the end, we'll go talk to her. I've just changed my mind about that really quickly because she has a lot of conversation. I was hoping it would be a short-ish conversation, but it is not. Let's go deal with the store. Ancient trees and wonders. Because we need to get to the Blackwing Library at some point hopefully before they do a little bit of
March on.
people burning. Let's loot the Scroll of Blessed weapon, and we're gonna do this. Finian the talking weapon. Whew, free at last. Thought it'd be flattened like a pancake under all that rubble. Much obliged. Damn. Not in any pain, but my head is still foggy for some reason. What's with all the hubbub in the city? My name is Finian. I'm a Pathfinder. If there's anything I can do to help, I will. You're a Pathfinder? That's right, Finian Dismar, Pathfinder and Crusader. I roam around the world wound wherever my tasks lead me. Scouting mostly, but this last while I've been hanging around in Canabras, waiting until I'm needed again. I'm bored out of my mind, but at least this shop makes for better lodging than some inn. What I meant was, what are you? What's that supposed to mean? I just told you. You want to know where I hail from? Is that it? Well, I'm from around here, actually. We Kellids of the Star Eye clan fled when the world wound trouble began, but I couldn't stand by while the demons wreaked havoc, so I came back. What did you mean to ask about my weapon of choice? My best weapon is every weapon. I'm a skilled and capable fellow, if I do say so myself. I can swing a sword, poke with a spear, but what I'm best at is communing with the spirits. They call folks like me phantom blades. A phantom blade, what's that? It's like a spiritualist, but with a twist. It means that some spirit took a liking to me at some point, and it can turn into whatever weapon I need. Handy, eh? I don't need any whetstones or enchantments, doesn't take up space either, although to be fair, it's not exactly a barrel of laughs. The spirits that bestow this kind of power don't come from a happy place. They're not exactly bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. They usually appear after great battles that leave few survivors. The city's under attack by demons. Wait, what? Last thing I saw was some thieves breaking in here, then the guards came and everyone was running around. After that's a bit of a blur. Right when things got intense, they dropped the cabinet on me. Couldn't even help the owner. I was just lying under the shelves like a dimwit until you came along. If there are demons in Canabras, we must do something about it. The city needs every blade it can get. Hey, do you mind taking me with you? I don't think I can handle this alone. And besides, the more the merrier. How'd you end up in the shop? God, I've been here for so long I don't remember anymore. Just sitting and waiting for any word from the Pathfinders. It looks like everyone has forgotten about me. This shop owner is an old friend of the Pathfinders, so I've taken up residence here. Come with me, Finian. I swear you won't regret it. I can do all sorts of things. Is there anything your party's missing? A sword, a spear, a bow? Just say the word. We are missing a magic quarterstaff, so we're gonna quickly make you into that. Oh yeah, that is so much better. Look at that glowy boy. Anywho,
What's that?
we're gonna loot this, and we're gonna loot...
Now what is that?
This says... nothing yet. The polished oak shelves once showcased magical rings and amulets. Now all that's left is the grubby handprints of the robbers. Some scrolls have been torn apart and some have been trodden on by muddy boots. Unique weapons and antique armor were previously displayed on these stands. It's unlikely their new owners even know their true value. We're gonna rob the store from whatever's left of it, because why not? And we're gonna talk to the Golem, which is the important part. The formerly well-appointed shop now looks a sorry state. It has been completely ransacked. Lying in the corner, next to a scorched wall, are the soot-covered shards of a clay golem's head. The golem's eyes glow in the gloom. Hand of Aurori. Code word correct. The golem's eyes glow brighter. Awaiting orders. Where'd you come from? Who created you? This golem was created by Gaffreen and Son, address 3rd building on the right. Jeweler's Alley, Nerosian, Mendev. Model G504ENE, which stands for Experimental and Enhanced. For all inquiries, contact Mr. Gaffreen. Tell me about any suspicious folk who came to the shop last week. The golem is silent a moment. 56 individuals enter the shop. Human, female, old. Gnome, male, old. Human, female. He'll be reeling off customers until nightfall. We need to ask in a different way. Were any of the suspicious people tieflings? The golem is silent for a while. Tieflings, 3. Tiefling, male, middle-aged. Tiefling, male, young. Tiefling, male, young. Female, young. Describe the young male tiefling. Tiefling, male, medium height, short horns curling backwards, medium length tail, eye color, yellow, hair color, black, special observations, annoyed master. Horns, hair, tail, sounds like me, but it's not possible. I know what the security is like around here. I didn't come near the place, I give you my word, chief. No special observations, subject was unremarkable. There, see, couldn't have been me. How about the middle-aged tiefling? Tiefling, male, medium height, long horns, medium length tail, eye color, pale blue, skin color, dark, special observations, red hair. Well, that's our traitor. I bet your life on it. Charismate drilled into our heads that we weren't to go hanging about the shop. Red hair. We got a couple of gingers and plenty more who get it out of a bottle. So much for special observation. Golems ain't all they cracked up to be, eh? Maybe its master knows more. Female tiefling. Tiefling female, above average height, hair long, pale, tail not observed, long horns, eye color blue, special observation scar on nose, baldric with gold stitching. I don't know that one. New arrival most likely. Gold stitching, eh? Wouldn't mind getting to know her a little better. Enough. The golem is silent, waiting for an order. Where is your master? Philemon Frulietros, my master, is in his hiding place. Revealing the location of the hiding place is prohibited. Prohibited. He's likely holed up in the basement where the commotion started, or when the commotion started. The entrance should be around here somewhere. Where's the basement to this place? The basement is below me. I guard the basement. Leaving my post is prohibited. That's everything I want to know, thanks. We'll move the golem aside. And we'll head down to the basement. There's a couple things to loot down here. There's a lockpick that is a 100%er.
I am helpful, am I
So
not?
we'll just grab that and loot it. There's a couple bottles of wine. I was wrong. It's port, which is a type of wine and also wine. Port is a fortified wine, and it is delicious. Kind of want some port now, but I don't have any. The elderly gnome, it's also 8 in the morning, so maybe don't do that. The elderly gnome, so portly as to be nearly spherical, is curled up in the corner of his basement shaking. Marauders, bandits, scavengers, please calm down. Oh yeah, makes sense. We're all those things and much more. Before you report us to the authorities, mind if we have a chat? Please calm down, no one's gonna rob you. The gnome peers at you. You do look better dressed than the local thieves and ragamuffins. You came here to tell me the nightmare is over? No, it's not. You come here to steal my riches. Get back! The gnome notices Woljif and his rounded face turns scarlet. You, Woljif, the dirty little sneaky thief. You've been sniffing around my shop for years. Finally worked up the courage to rob me, did you? Get out of here. You and your pals have taken everything already, I'm sure. The gnome seems to settle slightly. My name is Philemon Frulietros. I was the owner of the shop, but I'm not sure I can claim to be the owner of anything now. Hope there's something left of it. Oh, come off it. Your shop's fine. It's a bit ransacked maybe, but nothing a bit of spit and polish can't fix. Where were you the night of the robbery? You think I robbed my own shop? I was here in the basement, and I was told to make it look like I'd left. The watch was very keen to get their hands on those thieflings. They seem to be multiplying all over Golarian, so of course I did everything they said, and I've been stuck in the basement since then. The golem wouldn't move from the door no matter how much I yelled at it, but then I thought that it was all to the good. Somebody came after the guards that caused a ruckus again upstairs, bellowing like mad, taking advantage of my absence. Tell me about the tieflings that have visited ancient trees and wonders recently. Why should I tell you anything about my customers? You're not from the city guard or the Eagle Watch. We can try and bluff it out, I guess. I said, I'm helping the Eagle Watch to catch the culprits. It's in your interest to tell me everything. So they haven't caught the thieflings then? I thought the city's finest were on the job, and the golems, or the gnome size. Can't rely on anyone. Ask your questions then if it's so important. Tell me about Woljif. Philemon's face wrinkles in distaste. Woljif Jeffto, right? Yeah, I've known him a long time, though I'd rather not know him at all. He's been skulking around my shop for years, treating the place like a free museum. He's always wanted to look at the moon of the abyss. So I'd chase him out, and he'd slink back in again. He was with the gang that robbed my shop. I'd bet anything he swiped the moon. How come I'm the prime suspect? Whoever betrayed us all, that's the one who's got the moon. I want to see it return too, you get me? I don't like the other idea of people's grubby mitts on it. I don't like the idea of other people's grubby mitts on it. How about the red-haired tiefling? Philemon falls to thinking. Red-haired tiefling. I suppose, yes, there was one who came in, spent a long time looking around. He was a person of modest means. I could tell by his clothes. But he asked me to show him an Osmar-made chainmail. He certainly couldn't afford it. That's when I suspected that something was off. I checked everything after he left, but nothing was missing, and that put my mind at ease. I can't remember what he looked like. I didn't get a good look at his face. All I remember is that he was wrapped in a green cloak, like he was freezing. That's all I got. That's it. With that description, we'll surely sniff him out. Come on, Chief, back to Sister Care's, may we go. And have a good long shifty at all my brothers and put these clues together. Something tells me our traitor isn't going to wriggle out of this one. How about the thiefling woman? Or the tiefling woman. Philemon scratches his chin. A tiefling woman. Yeah, I remember now. A noble lady, unlike the tiefling ruffians we have here. He purchased the magical equipment for the crusade, and she promised to come again. If only all tieflings were like that. We'd be laughing all the way to the bank. That's all I want. If that isn't enough to help you catch the thieves, I don't know what else to tell you. Now be on your way. Leave me in peace, my wreck of a shop. Your shop is fine. Mostly. I mean, it's a little worse for the wear, but... okay, it's in bad shape. To be completely honest, it's going to take a while to repair this shop. Do you think Canabras has like an insurance company? Do you think they're going to pay out? Like, do they have like demon insurance? Because that is so much damage. Maybe though. Alright. We're not going to worry too much about the diplomacy checks at the end of this conversation because we are good people and we're not forcing our way upon people as much in this group. I am going to loot this whole area, because why wouldn't I? Sister Kyrieru. Kyrieru drums her fingers around nervously on the handle of her blade. Well, are you going to tell me who the traitor is? The name and the moon of the abyss that they stole? I don't need anything else. Take a good look at the suspects. Tieflings are tense and ready to reach for their weapons. The only redheads are Melrune and Doffy. The dark-haired ones are Varnir, Doffy, and Melrune. Doffy, Melrune, and Tabby have straight horns, but Tabby is female. Only Varnir and Melrune have green cloaks, which leads me to Melrune is the traitor. And he did. Grab him, take him away from questioning. I missed a conversation thingy before, but I think I can scroll up and take a look at it. Hopefully, anyways. Nope. Kyrieru looks wary, but her early attention is clearly lifted. He confessed. Someone connected to the cult of Baphomet ordered him to seal the moon of the abyss, and the best idea he could come up with was to drag us into it. He got the scroll to take out the golem, betrayed us to Aerabeth so that he could swipe the amulet in the chaos. Thought we'd get nicked and he'd slink off to make it with his customer. You got the moon of the abyss? Let me look at it one more time. My whole life I've dreamt of holding it in my hands, if only for a second. He said that when he got to the window display, the moon was gone. He's lying, of course. He had time to hand off the moon to the person who ordered it. Bloody cultists. I don't give a toss. I'm just glad we got to the bottom of this. What are you going to do now? Clear out of this place. The sooner the better. The city is dying and I don't want to die with it. The city would have already died if not for the people who stood up to defend it with their weapons in hands. So defend it. I'm not stopping you. It's your city. We've always been outsiders here. Why should we fight for you now? Can I join the family? Kyrieru bursts out laughing. That's all you want? You can have your pick of the non-tiefling gangs. You have no need to tread on our territory. The family's for tieflings only. No exceptions. What are you going to do now? Or what are you going to do to the traitor? Kyrieru nonchalantly picks at the nails with a knife tip. He'll be sent to visit his distant relatives on their farm. To think about what he did. Any more questions? That means they're going to kill him. I have to go. Good decision. I don't plan on hanging around here long either. Kyrieru turns to leave. Sister, Woljif nervously bites his lips. His cheeks are flushed and his tail is swishing through the air. Got something. What now? You should be happy to be alive. An apology. You promised to apologize to me loudly in front of everyone. We're alone now, but I still want to hear it. Well, that Kyrieru shrugs indifferently. So sorry, I suppose, for being wrong about you. This time. Don't think that just because you did not click a jerk this one time that it cancels out the rest of your record. I know all about you. Till next time, Woljif. That was a pathetic apology. Kyrieru's eyes harden, but then she sighs. Alright, fine. I'm sorry, Woljif. Let's put on good terms. I'm going to try to do the intimidate check, but and now apologize to me as well. When you falsely accuse my ally, you accuse me too. Didn't do it. Don't push it. Kyrieru turns to leave, but she hesitates and adds good luck to the both of you. And she's off. Bye. Woljif watches her go, his tail relaxing. Better than nothing. Listen, Chief, when you got a spare minute, come see me. Got something I want to discuss with you, but for now, let's get out of here. I don't like sitting below ground when the building above us is ready to crash down on our heads. Sorry. I had, my dog came in and just gave me this weird look. Did you think Kyrieru would forget to lock in a vault with a pile of money in it? You should be so lucky. If you want to clear the cobwebs out of them pockets of yours, you're going to have to try a bit harder.
Let us be what
there is a trap in here. I don't actually know how to, like the trippy thing for it's up there.
Check that out.
Oh, there's a wall here. Oh my.
Let's move.
Okay.
We should move.
Well, we're gonna jump onto the trap for a sec. We're stuck.
I'll make my own legend.
We're gonna be pretty much immune to whatever happens here. Oh, we took 9. How did we save our... Or how did we fail our saving throw? We only had to roll a 5. Come on, guy. Fine, whatever. Here, I was thinking that I did a good job at this, and we blew up. We didn't get nearly as much loot as our other group because
Follow me.
They didn't leave as much stuff. Garbage. And a Thiefling's account book. Don't know what that is for, but maybe for a quest later on. And that's going to be the end of this particular video. We're gonna stop here. And like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. We will see if we can save the Blackwing Library people. That's our next goal, which means we need to do the main square first, and then go to the Black Library. So, or Blackwing Library. Anyways, see you next time. Take care.